How does arid climate define deserts and wetlands? Imagine a world where water is a rare treasure. In places with an arid climate, that is the reality. An arid climate has very little rainfall, usually less than 150 millimeters or 10 inches each year. This means that the land loses more water to the air than it receives from rain. As a result, the environment becomes extremely dry and water is hard to find. Deserts are the landforms that arise in these arid climates. They are defined by their dryness, which shapes everything around them, including the land, plants, and animals. Deserts often have sandy or rocky surfaces with very little moisture available. The lack of rain and high evaporation rates mean that only specific types of plants and animals can survive there. For instance, some deserts like the Sahara are hot all year round, while others can be cold yet still dry. In contrast, wetlands are areas where the land is soaked with water, either all the time or for part of the year. Wetlands requiring enough rainfall or water supply to keep the soil wet and thriving. Since arid climates have low rainfall and high evaporation, wetlands are generally rare or small in these regions. When wetlands do appear in arid zones, they often relying on other water sources, such as rivers, underground springs, or occasional floods. To summarize, an arid climate means very low rainfall and high evaporation, leading to dry conditions. Deserts are defined by these arid climates, resulting in dry landforms with limited water and specially adapted plants and animals. On the other hand, wetlands need enough water to stay wet, making them uncommon in arid climates, but they can exist if there is an alternative water source. For students learning geography, it can be helpful to think of deserts as dry areas shaped by arid climates, while wetlands are wet areas that need more water than arid climates typically provide. Engaging activities like comparing desert and wetland plants or looking at maps of arid regions can make these ideas clearer and more enjoyable. Understanding how arid climates influence both deserts and wetlands helps us appreciate the diversity of Earth's landforms and the unique ecosystems they support.